So we're going to have 8 for this. We're going to have 8 for this as soon as somebody hops in. As long as I don't crash my computer, everything's going to be okay. Okay, Reckless Assault. I really like this card. I think it's what I should be taking here, pack one, pick one. I took this card, pack one, pick one before, and then didn't play it, which is really just a testament of how broken my... Oh, holy pod! We have Dan Neal to Jordan. Okay. And the person who I just defeated in the last finals. That's a good question. Alright, we'll take the Reckless Assault. Thank you, Auto Select. And follow things up with an Agonizing Demise. I don't think they're going to let me play a good deck, but we're going to try. Alright, it's going to be fine, folks. We're not going to crash the computer. It's going to be okay. We're going to pick this while we can. And Exotic Curse is a card I'm a fan of. Passing Ancient Kavu, Shackles. Dang, what a star-studded pod. This is crazy. Let's take the curse. To your question, Wacky, like, this is apparently, yes, everything is fine indeed. This, if there was such thing as, whatever you call it, as single limb here, it would be this. Okay, and then there's just a Charging Troll here, which is fairly off-plan, but this card's still quite good, and there's nothing else good in the pack. Kavu Scout is fine. If I wanted to force Rakdos, then I would take that, but I want to try to read signals and take whatever card is best. So it'll be a Charging Troll for me here. Jin's okay, but it's 6 mana. It's just not exciting to me. Yeah, that's true, Mercurio. Could he, like, maybe if it had Trample or, like, must attack each combat if able or something, like, that would be a little more charging. Fairy Squadron now, pretty easily. A little surprised it's still in the pack. Maybe if I had taken the Jin, I don't know, it would be better. But I think it was good to take the Troll. The Troll is really strong. Passing of Phyrexian Battleflies, which would be good with double black removal. We probably have to play black with these two in the Reckless Assault, but we'll take this Squadron here. Move to deck. Ooh, Serpentine Kavu now, perhaps? Otherwise, Treefolk Healer, but I think I want to take a card that's just green. Hunting Kavu, decent. Yeah, so we have outs to maybe Sultai here. Black, blue, green. And then there's this pack. Let's take Phyrexian Infiltrator. This card's pretty decent. We have a blue card, we have a couple black cards. You can do some swaps. There's the trick where you get 8 mana with this, and you double swap. So you give yourself this back, basically, and then they get something else that's worse. Teferi's Moat. Isn't this card incredibly obnoxious? There's also Treefolk Healer, though. This is actually a really tough one. We're still on 7 out of 8 here. Because I'm not really playing white, unless I'm playing green-white. I think I'm going to make a weird pick here and take Treefolk Healer over Teferi's Moat. This could be terrible, but I think we might try to play Abzan here with the Troll. Okay. Then there's Waxwing, which I like a decent amount. Taking that over Aggressive Urge. There's also a Vodalian Zombie, but I'm sort of off of the blue. I mean, we could take it, but like, what are the chances blue is going to be open in this kind of pod? Seems quite low. This card is also just fine, I think. Only sideboard? Okay, well, I'm glad I passed it then. Ooh, and Battleflies as well. So yeah, we are playing black. That's the good news. I can potentially play the Infiltrator as like a Morgue Toad kind of guy. Explosive growth is fine. These are sort of just green, sort of. These are our blue cards. This is our red card. And Traveler's Cloak, a card I like. Yeah, he'll probably be videoing in, and we're next to Inuence in this draft, which is not ideal either. Okay, and a Llanowar guy, it's whatever. Yeah, I mean, if I screwed LSV over, then I've done my job, you know? Not that I like, ooh, look at this. Another tree folk healer? Here we come, Abzan. Let's take a look at this pack. Thunderscape if we're doing that. There's Terminate if we're doing that. Oh my gosh. The red-black in this pack. And then there's Slingshot and Bogdown as well. I could take Bogdown. I can't really take... I guess I could take Hobble if I think I'm playing white. And there is a reasonable chance I'm playing white. What a powerful Grixis pack, though. Like, these are both black-red. This is going to be really hard. I think I'm supposed to take Hobble here. And pass all the sick Rakdos. I don't know, it doesn't feel very good. I'm going to select it, though. Because otherwise I'm just trying to fight somebody to put Reckless Assault in my deck when we had no signs that red was open last pack. Let's take Hobble and then feel bad. Oh, there's a Strafe here. Oh, another Hobble and another Terminate. I guess I'm supposed to take another one. Like, I can't change course now, right? In theory, I could try to play... They're not going to be any good green cards. I mean, maybe we wheel the Steel Leaf, and that feels pretty fine. Okay, we'll take Hobble. If red is open this direction, I'm going to be very sad. But remember, we have 3 Selesnya cards here, sort of this as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just looking like I'm supposed to be taking like this kind of thing now. So I guess we are going to try to change course after all. It's just a weird, it's like, I'm trying to figure out how pack 3 is going to go. Because it makes sense that LSV is not taking the Rakdos cards. Oh, Magma Burst. Okay. Oh, but there's also a Voice of All and a Samite Pilgrim. And I think I'm supposed to play white. I think Voice of All might be better than Magma Burst. Maybe that's insane. I don't know. I'm kind of wilding here. This feels so weird to pass Magma Burst, but remember, we have no fixing. It's not insane. Yeah. I just think that, like, pack 3 is going to be happy if we do this. That's not the right way of putting it, but whatever. And a Sawtooth Loon that we can't really take. Like, what is even good in this pack? I guess Primal Growth is okay. Stone Kavu's okay. We have no blue cards, really, so we can't really take that. These timers are, like, at the same place. Sea Snid, there's this. I guess I am supposed to take Primal Growth over the Kavu. I think Primal Growth's okay. And then we can... There's a world where we can, like, splash the black or something. We could take a... Both these tricks are looking pretty good for me. There's another Snid. Finally, the Rakdos is dried out. So I want +3/+3 on tap. I think I want Gaia's Might. This card might be better. But there's like... I mean, we shouldn't wheel Gerard's Command. Yeah, actually... Maybe if we're not wheeling it, let's just take Gerard's Command. It gives us like multiple Tree Folk Healer activations and stuff randomly. This pack is not very good for me. I mean, it's like Caldera Kavu if I'm somehow playing Mardu or something. I could just take this Disciple. Let's take this. Silver Drake is here, but we're still not playing blue, which is the problem. I think now we take a Gaia's Might. Basically, this is all... The plan here is just so we can get like a couple +2/+2 -2 -2s in pack 3. If we don't get those, then we're screwed. Wow, we wheel a bog down. That's amazing for us. Have to pass the Dromar's Cavern. Yeah, bog down's very, very good. This pack has been very unkind to us, by the way. Dromar's Cavern is, or it would be good, but easy bog down. And I will happily play second bog down. There's a Steel Leaf. We want to get one Steel Leaf. There should be like one more that we can pick up. This is a very late Slingshot Goblin, by the way. It's a little surprising. But this pack has nothing for me. Just take a Pollen Remedy for the sideboard. I'm going to need to go back over this one and see what I missed. I think my read on pack 1 in terms of like trying to be Abzan made a lot of sense, but so far it's not looking like we've been rewarded. We might have to put Phyrexian Infiltrator into our deck. Nobody's playing blue-white. Interesting. So no Steel Leaf Paladin is pretty surprising. And Aura Blast. Okay, we've got 40-something seconds there. Yeah, let's just focus on this one a little bit. Assuming we're supposed to be Abzan, quote-unquote, like, it should be fine. The thing about, like, this pack is there's a world where we... Rack Evolver? That card's pretty sick. Maybe I was supposed to try to be Mardu. There's really nothing for me in this pack, right? Can I ever try to be Mardu here still? Caldera Kavu. I guess I can. This is a 5-mana 4/4 lifelink. I think is very good. Got auto pick the Kieran, that's fine. Yeah, because like otherwise Dead Ringers, yeah, there's just not very much going on. Manacles doesn't look great. Let's see if we can try to end up in Mardu somehow here. Wow, Lightning Angel. And a Jilt. The whole draft, like everything I did was kind of predicated on like not getting cards like Jilt that late. This is making things really tough. Well, maybe it's not late, but still. I guess I'm taking Hot Order here over Jilt, because like I just can't really play blue cards in this deck. But yeah, we're just not seeing what we need for green. So I think we have to be Mardu, and we can take Manacles here for Mardu. I mean, we do have a fine Mardu deck. It's just, it would have been a lot better if we could actually play Abzan. I wonder when I was supposed to switch. We can maybe go over the draft log and find out. I don't know. So let's plan on all of this being off the menu, unfortunately. The blue cards have been impossible for a while. And nothing's happening over there. So it could just be like a Helionaut. On a Disciple is not happening if we're Mardu. I do think Helionaut looks good here at least. Dega Disciple is pretty good if I'm Mardu, maybe even great. And I guess we would play another Helionaut in this deck. Yeah, I mean this deck has a lot of problems, but we still have some good cards as well. I think we take another Dega Disciple over the Angel Fire. Just Mardu in all formats though. I definitely messed up at some point by passing too many Mardu cards. Now we have to take another Helionaut. There is something better I could have done. I could have taken the Jeskai Kavu. Let's take Orm's Thunder here. And a Legionnaire versus Dega Disciple, but we already have two of these, so let's take a Legionnaire. Yeah, I think I just kind of messed up pack 2. I think pack 1 was actually almost perfect, but I think pack 2 probably had a lot of mistakes. These cards don't matter. I think we can still sort of salvage this, but yeah, we just would have had a much better deck if I took black-red cards in pack 2. Squeeze Embrace is not bad. Another Orm's Thunder. Okay, and then hopefully I didn't miss anything 14th there. And now we have to try to salvage this in deck building. Fine Light can go. Battleflies is fine. We might have to play Squeeze Embrace. We can't main deck 2 Orm's Thunder. This is... oh man, we're like already there. Here we probably get to make one more cut, thankfully, and play 18 lands. Let's group things separately. Sort by mana value. So all of our spells are good, which is nice, except for maybe Squeeze Embrace. A bit on the weaker side. And then up here, we have Rack Evolver. I guess triple Helionaut sounds pretty terrible. So maybe just 2 Helionauts. And then I guess this is our deck. This deck is like probably better than it looks. Let's try to figure out this mana base. Do I really want to play Squeeze Embrace? I think I have to. It wants 6/8/4. Okay, let's do a color sort. If I don't get paired, I mean, we shouldn't get paired against anyone from my pod, at least for round 1. We might get paired against them when they're in round 2. I really don't want to be double queued against LSV. That sounds like it would be very unpleasant to me. He doesn't remember the times that we've played before, I'm sure, but I remember those times. All right, so this is kind of our deck. We do have a lot of white cards with 13-ish and then 9 black cards. So what do we think about 8/6/4? I think no. Maybe 7/6/5. Oh, we're playing against I Just Barfed. Beautiful. I messed up pack 2, but it was like not a huge amount of messing up. Like basically we have 2 hobbles where we should have had 2 terminates, and then yeah, I don't know, I just... oh, they put me on the play as well. That's a bummer. To Jordan, you missed it. We redeemed ourselves. We drafted a Boros deck prior to this one. Okay, a Dega Disciple. Oh. We redeemed ourselves with Boros, and I didn't misclick a Captain's Maneuver. Alright, opponent does that. And we have removal, and we have 1/1s that attack for 3. Okay, Coastal Drake. That's also fine. I don't even know whether I'm supposed to... I think I just attack for 1. Do I trade damage here? I guess I do. I can just kill their thing as well. I don't think I want to kill that thing. You can have a guy. We're trying to race, I guess. And then here we can't do anything, so we can have 6 this one. They left this guy back. What is their plan here? They're gonna cast Exile? Why didn't they attack? I'm getting confused. We're gonna go for an attack. And we're attacking with one of these. Your go. Now we will do this, and then maybe they have an Exile. I don't know. No, they don't. What are they doing? They're on no attacks, no blocks with their Kavu? Now I can exile it if I want to, but I don't even think I do. Do they just... maybe they just F6'd through it. I don't know. I'm not going to exile their guy. And a Knowledge Trapper. That guy has to die. Somehow they're at 10. Okay. I think I have the right mana for this, so we do black, or white, black, black. We exotic curse this. Boop. Here we go for an attack. We have double Tron, which is a great place to be. Pump our guy, and then we play Legionnaire. No, they excluded my Legionnaire. That's so rude. Alright. I see how it is, opponent. Please don't play a Treva and a Volver. Okay, I guess we just exile that. We don't get to play this guy. Alright, that's fine. We actually take no damage here, which is kind of funny. Please attack, please attack, please attack, please attack. Thank you for attacking. Alright, we will try to order you. Boop. And then we will not take damage from you. I think I can just F6 here. They have more Chonk. Silver Drake. Okay, that's medium annoying. And an Aurora Griffin, I see. That one is a little bit problematic. Okay, we're still just like waiting on their turn here. I can trade a Dega Disciple for an Aurora Griffin, which sounds kind of terrible. So I guess I just play a Phyrexian Infiltrator and pass. Play a Swamp, so I have -4. The Phyrexian should be good. Skyship Weatherlight, okay. I mean, they're at 7 life with 1 card in hand, but the problem is they have Skyship Weatherlight. Their 1 card is the 2/1 flyer, which doesn't do much. They could play it. They have another blocker. We can pump the power here and shrink their guys. They might not have a good way to enter combat now. Alright, let's see what they do here. Oh, they just put like a crap ton of creatures under there. So I have to try to pressure them, but I was doing that anyway. Okay, they're just going to start drawing cards. This should be really good for me, because now they don't have a block on the Phyrexian guy. And then here, oh, Squeeze Embrace as well. That makes this even better. So now we just pump this. I should have read their cards first. Oh, I'm really glad I did that, because they had multiple flag bearers. Okay, attack for 4. We're getting there, folks. We are getting there. Yeah, that's fine. You get a card. Okay. You have successfully chump blocked. And now we will pass. We're going to respond by shrinking this. The standard bearers are actually a pretty big problem for me here, not going to lie. Okay. Yeah. Guess I'm losing the Weatherlight here, unfortunately. Okay, you get a card. And the Honor Guard. That one we will hobble. Pretty unfortunate to be in this spot. As long as I don't click through anything here. Or, oh wow, we did it. We did it, guys. Okay. So they can trade this here, but we just go for another alpha. It's pretty unreasonable to be able to win this game after they had the Skyship Weatherlight. I mean, we're not like just winning or anything, but they're at 2 life. We have a Dega Disciple, 2 cards in hand, and they're pretty decent cards as well. Play the land. I should have bogged them down first. I don't know, whatever, we're just gonna pass. Alright, and we're up a game here. They have this. That does brick wall this. Unless it doesn't. Okay. This hand's pretty bad. I think we can ship this one. They put me on the play. Brutal. Go to 5. Okay. Almost clicked the keep button there. This one's okay-ish. I mean, this is actually a pretty decent hand. The problem is we're on the play, and it's a mull to 5. I think I'm supposed to keep... Do I keep 5 mana 4/4 lifelink? We can at least cast both of these. I do think I still have to put back a land. We are on 18 lands here. Bog down seems maybe not ideal. Let's try this. Land, and then here we can draw lands basically and be happy. Okay. We've drawn this. Okay. Not ideal. I think this is a bad matchup, by the way, with the opponent having flag bearers in their deck. We can't really beat flag bearers. Okay, we do find the swamp, which is great. I think I have to kill this immediately. And then they have that, which is fine. We have this. And they're doing this to me. Okay. We're going to try to put a Squeeze Embrace on a Helionaut here, which should be extremely good if they don't have a flag bearer. Sunscape. Okay, maybe not extremely good. Ooh, Agonizing Demise. Seems pretty nice. I think I'm just racing. What does the blue do? Give it flying. Turns it into a 3/3 flyer. I could do that. I think I just have to demise though. Guess I can do it on their upkeep. No, because then they have the Sunscape. They're gonna repulse it or something. I can't do anything about that if they're going to. They cast Rushing River, I see. So I'm gonna lose this one. Well, we do find the lifelinker, but problem is now we're done on board. I guess I can chump. Maybe with the lifelinker we're okay. Yeah, we might be okay with the lifelinker here. So we do this, we chump, obviously have to block. Hello, can I block please? Oh, my opponent found the line. Put Sunscape Apprentice back on top of their deck, and now I don't gain any life. Good line from them. Very smart. Now we have to try to survive against I Just Barfed. Their deck seems pretty good. My deck is some jank. We're going to want to draw first in this. Any sideboard ever? I don't think so. Play another Orm's Thunder, but I think 1 is the right number. Okay, folks. We cheesed 1 win out of I Just Barfed. Now we need to cheese another. Okay, decent hand we have to keep. Lay of the Land, okay. We need to hit them with a critical bog down here. Alright, Dega Disciple off the top is definitely good. Now I'd like to draw Mountain in an ideal world. It is an ideal world, folks. Let's go. Salt Marsh. Opponent's flexing on us, though. Based on my next draw, I'm going to try to, and what they do here, I'm going to try to figure out whether or not we have time to go for kicked bog down later. Yeah, now I think we go for bog down later. Even if it's not kicked, we can just cast it next turn. Okay, they have Wooburg with 4 lands. Scary stuff. Okay. Pretty likely this guy gets killed or whatever here, but we're just going to go for it. I have no idea what their draw is here, frankly. They have a terminate, that's fine. Not really, but like, can't do anything about it, kind of fine. Now we bog down with kicker, so we don't need all these swamps. And then here they do this. What do they discard? They discarded 3 lands. Holy crap. Not loving that. And then here we just play this guy. Well, maybe not. Plains? Not a plains. I guess I'm supposed to hobble. Do this. They declare no blocks. We pump our guy. Yeah, opponent's getting really aggro and has a lot of interaction, which is not good. Yeah, here we pump our guy, and then we hobble this. Draw a card. They can do something with that, bounce it, whatever, who cares. Alright, and then Helionaut. Okay, so they can do this, they can like put their card back, whatever. We can play a Helionaut here. We don't have attacks, I don't believe. Oh wait, I can bog them down again. Let's do that instead. You're gonna rushing river me? That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, and Evolver. Problem is now they have the Sunscape for that. Okay. Caldera Kavu. Guys on the ground. Okay. This. Shoot, my clock is really getting low. That was not correct, I'm pretty sure. Put the Aurora Griffin back. Sure, that works. Yep. Okay. This is pretty good. I just don't know how I'm supposed to get out of this. I guess it's just this. Oh, I messed up there. I needed to send in the... Or wait. It doesn't have regenerate, does it? No, it just has flying. Yeah, I messed up there. I needed to send in the Caldera Kavu. This turn I can do that. Okay. Now they just put it back on top and redraw it. Oh, please pump it. Please pump it. What was their plan there? I think we win, folks. I mean, I don't really know how. Just try to win. Oh, they can... Oh, this can't get pumped. I see. I see. That's not ideal. Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm. Yep, forced blocks. Oh, did we... Oh, we had a win with chaos. Yeah, well, we can do that next turn. Thank you, though. Okay, they scoop anyway. We didn't need the chaos. Got paired against Punchbox. Okay. Once I draw Dega Disciple, the plan is, yeah, do this. And now after drawing second Swamp, this plan is looking even better. Jeez, that's horrible for me. Do they really have to have that right there? I guess I have to Manacles this. I don't know. Getting 2 for 1 on the draw isn't quite as backbreaking, but it's still definitely bad. You have another one of those. Can I please find a mountain? Not a mountain. Okay, they didn't attack here, which is strange. If we find the mountain, we're kind of crushing, though, with the Reckless Assault. Okay, can I please draw a mountain one time? Mountain. No. Okay, I can't really do anything now. I wonder what they're holding. Like here we could draw a Helionaut. Okay, I guess. Mountain, please? Oh my god, these games are so cursed. I think I was supposed to exotic curse this. I mean, they can just put it back on top. I don't know if it matters. This is a ridiculous game. Okay, I'm just gonna try to exile this. Okay, they let it get exiled. That was nice of them. Please. Are you serious, deck? What is with all the planes? I guess I now have to play this. Doesn't even kill their guy. Okay, they're saving their thing. That's whatever. Okay, at least a bog down. Like, that's something. I literally don't even know which game is going worse. I guess this one I'm just dead. Whereas this one I can still draw a mountain and have a chance. What do they have here? Rushing River? Oh, I assume they just let that go then. Though, interestingly, if their last card was really good, you can Rushing River. Thank goodness. I think we're alive now. Is that possible? I think we're actually alive. I just have to count the damage we're taking and make sure we don't die. I guess I need to play Rack Evolver this turn. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything crazy like we're winning or whatever, but like Reckless Assault plus Rack Evolver should be pretty bad for them. Yeah, we might actually win this one, you guys. That would be insane to be like losing the whole time in both games and then actually win one. I mean, technically this deck can still trophy. Like, we're 1-0 right now, potentially about to be up a game if this goes the way I think it might. This is not green mana more than once. Let's see what they do here. Yeah, I think we've got this. It's so strange, but... like, as long as this resolves... how we ping this... they're gonna put it... okay, they're gonna give first strike. Don't think that matters. And then we ping this. And then as long as we're gaining life here, we should be all set. Wow. Crazy game to not be dead. They have to attack. Wow, they just scoop. We were dead for like the whole game. We drew a mountain after some million super painful draws. All right. We still have outs to a trophy here. So let's try again. Imagine if this deck trophied after being in the to Jordan LSV Dan Neal pod. Helionaut to the rescue, perhaps? Okay, we can just block here and trade. Also, they put me on the draw again. Please just trade these. I'd be so happy if they let me trade. You can also spend a removal on it. That would be acceptable too. Yeah, this is great. Love it. I just need this Helionaut, really. Reef Shaman's a little bit annoying, but not in time to mess up my Helionaut plans. Might have to bog him down here. Slingshot? Yeah, I think we're bogging. You're gonna hit my planes, which is fine. I'll just play another one. We are taking 4 for a bit. We do need to draw spells. If we don't draw spells, we'll die. Recoil and Death Bomb. Very happy to get those out of there. Now we have to attack. The next turn we have Mountain Mire Kavu. This attacks again. This holds back both of their guys. They've drawn a land. We're winning again. And we've drawn Voice of All. They do hit my plains. We'll play Mountain Mire Kavu. Attack. This one blocks both of these, whereas Voice of All does not block the Ship and Zombie. They're gonna hit my mountain. Or not. And now I guess I play this on red. I don't know if it matters. We'll offer the trade. They take the damage. We've drawn like almost all lands, but it doesn't really matter. This is bad for me though, yeah. Pretty big punish for my Voice of All play. But at the moment, it's not looking like a huge problem. I guess Reef Shaman actually is the issue here, so yeah, I have to top deck removal. That is almost as good as removal. Alright, we should be in good shape as long as the Dega Disciple survives. We can play a land for fun. We need to draw a spell. I mean, whoever draws the better spell here probably wins. Like, if they just draw anything. I don't know. Okay, it looks like they might be flooding out. They can hit me for 4. Or they do this, which also makes sense. We can't Dega Disciple the Shivan guy. We can do that. So that probably wins. Not taking lethal or anything at the moment. And they are... yeah, they have lethal damage coming toward them. That was quite the draw. I mean, they might have something here, but most likely this is going to get them. Okay. Doesn't matter if they turn this into a forest. Like, regen does not save their airship here. They turn it into a plains. I don't know what that means for me, but I don't like it. Yeah, so this doesn't work. Oh, wait. Oh. Shoot. It does work. Wow, they got me. Okay. Oh, I messed up. Oh, I didn't realize I could kill the airship. No, shoot. I played that horribly. I didn't use my brain there at all. Well, that was bad. So what I was thinking there is that they were gonna, like, I'm gonna have to go back over this and try to explain it. I really, really messed that up though. Like, that was a game-losing mistake. And this is still really good against them, but yeah, now they just top deck. Oh, this is hilarious, and they get to turn their land into a forest on their turn. Yeah, they're just outplaying me here. I just played that like crap. Nice. Well played from them. I played that poorly. I kind of want to concede here, honestly. I mean, I'll keep playing. So pretty much what I did wrong, like, once they changed their land to a plains, yeah, there's just nothing I can do about that. Anyway, once they changed their land to a plains, my trigger was, or my -1/-1 is already on stack. So there's not an opportunity for me to go -1/-1. Like, I can do it again. The correct play, if I knew their card, was to pass. But basically, I had 3 activations up. I had 2 swamps, and I had the Helionaut, so I could give it -1/-1 3 times. But again, the correct play was to pass, which would have been really hard to figure out. Now we draw this, which does help a little bit. Actually, I can maybe kill them now. They can't keep their thing alive with the Reef Shaman. Basically, then what I was thinking, I got tricked into thinking, oh, I can still give their thing can't block, and that'll apply even without the manacles. But what I needed to think is I can still give their thing -1/-1, and that'll still apply even without the manacles. I didn't realize that giving the thing enchanted creature gets -1/-1 would still happen even when their guy is dead. But now they have to top deck. So this is just incredibly lucky from us, and there's no skill involved in this if we win. They deserve this if we win. I don't know. I'm rooting for you, opponent. I hope you get there after I misplayed that. Sisei's Ingenuity. That. Cantrips. Yeah, they did like exactly what they needed to do there to destroy me. And I made like the exact wrong play to put myself in a spot where I could die. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, Punchbox. You played that one significantly better than I did. We're playing another 2-0. I vaguely remember this person's name. We need to draw first. I mean, I did not think this deck would trophy, and starting out 2-0 is, well, it's a very pleasant surprise, I'll just put it that way. I've got a pretty decent hand here. Okay, Vodalian Merchant, and then, yeah, we have a nice curve. Like, this thing doesn't really matter. The problem is if they start casting Silver Drakes, we're gonna die. Also, we're drawing all lands, but anyway. I would love to say that I trophied the pod where I was with all those crazy players. This is like a pretty good place to be. We have this attack with the Legionnaire, they have no blocks. Then we have Helionaut into the Myrakavu. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 with perfect mana. I guess this is a pretty darn good draw after all. We can still draw lands and die, or like they can have some stuff that kills me, but so far it's looking good. Aurora Griffin, okay. I think I just send in the Legionnaire. But, I mean, this is if they just double block. Oh, but if they double block, then I pump the power and it trades for both. So that's still pretty good for me. Whereas, yeah, okay. Play Mountain. Yeah, so they're going for this, which is not going to make them super happy. That's the power of the onboard tricks. Even when you're a goofball like me and you don't know how your cards work, you can still do some pretty messed up stuff. Oh, that card's pretty broken. I don't know how I beat that card. Well, we can start with this. Okay, Lancer Ruins. And then problem is this thing just kills my stuff, so I kind of have to wait until I draw a removal, I think. Maybe shouldn't have played the land there. Oh, but I guess... Well, now the issue is they get to tap my stuff and then kill my stuff. I think this is still a little bit better, because now I have... Right now, I can still draw a removal spell and kill this and lose nothing. Also, if they spend... Yeah, if they spend however much mana this is... Jeez, what a top deck. Holy crap. Alright. Now I think I have to try to beat them down, which I don't love my chances of. Oh, well. That's a good start. What's better here? I can pay the kicker, or I can deal them some damage. I think paying the kicker is better. It just deals an extra damage. Oh, it's black. No. Are you serious? So what am I doing? I guess I play Meyer Kavu. Yeah, I just have to play Meyer Kavu. I could... What if I just get aggressive here? What is their hand? They have Aurora Griffin and the 6-mana 4/4 guy in hand. So then they can start blowing up my guy every turn. Like, even just blowing up the Dega Disciple is horrible for me. But they're going to be able to do that anyway, is the issue. I guess I just start getting aggressive. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do in this spot versus this rare, when the opponent has just drawn some action as well. I think this is my best bet. So they only get to kill one of my cards. They have to do it at sorcery speed. They spend 4 mana, they kill like the Dega Disciple, and then they take a lot of damage. They could kill the Kavu. They can't double spell. Or I guess they can sack their Ancient Springs. Sack 2 Ancient Springs and then play a 2/2 flyer? That doesn't sound that good. But I think, yeah, actually, you know what our plan is? Our plan is to try to deal them as much damage as possible with our creatures and then kill them with Agonizing Demise. We can deal them 4 damage. That's not ideal for me, but it is acceptable. Wow, what an absolute luck sack. So we top deck the answer to this, and then I don't even know if bad things can happen to me now, which might sound a little bit absurd, because bad things can always happen, but we just don't have to deal with you anymore. And then They do have 3 power to multi-block here, right? Unfortunately, so even if we Helionaut to subtract 2 power, they can still double block and kill it. So we're just going to send in Helionaut in the air. Now the opponent's at 10. We know they have a 2/2 flyer in hand, which costs 4 mana, which means if they play that, okay, Silver Drake, I guess the Vodaliant Merchant is going back. We can blow up that. We can deal them 6 this turn, blow up the Silver Drake with the Agonizing Demise. Or I guess that only works if I draw land. Okay, but we did draw the land. Can we send in Caldera Kavu? It's an interesting question. Caldera Kavu, we have 2 toughness pumps, and then we can subtract this. So I think we can send in the Caldera. Let's check it out. But what we can't do is... shoot, maybe this doesn't work. What if we send in them all? If we send all of them in... No, that's not going to work, I don't think. Let's try to figure this out. So we can trade this for this. We can go pump twice, and then we can like subtract the power here, or like turn this into black and pump again. So we can force this trade, basically, which I think is good, because otherwise... Well, actually, we can force the Myrokavu trade as well, right? Because the Myrokavu trade is... Yeah. So that's what we had access to last turn. But this turn we can do that, and we can send in the Caldera at the same time, which seems better. So yeah, let's send in the 2 ground creatures. We're going to trade for the Banalish Lancer. If I mess this up somehow, then I'm going to feel stupid, but I think this is correct. This does not work. They have to multi-block. Yeah. This actually doesn't work very well either, because now we have 3 toughness pumps. Yeah, this actually works. Well, hold on a minute. But now we have this question. So in order to make this trade, I can pump 6 mana into this thing to make it a 5/5, and then I can give it +2 power and kill both of these. Or I can pump the power here, put them to 4 life, and then kicked Agonizing Demise kills them, which seems better. Yeah, I think that's better. So we're going to leave them with an extra guy and hope that we can kill them with Agonizing Demise. So this is how we want to block. And then let's just start with this. These were some very hard turns. So at least I'm dialed in now. Better late than never. I messed up. Shoot, I messed up. Well, maybe I didn't. This kills them, but the other option there was pump the thing 2 times and then subtract their guy. So I tried to give myself a way to kill them here if they just play the 2/2 flyer, but that might have been really bad. Okay, now this kills them anyway, because now they're at 3 life and we just kick it on the Silver Drake. Please be dead. Alright. Let's try it again. Last game here, hopefully. If we can just win this one, win the match, be done, retire in the top 5 or whatever. Okay, good hand. I want to keep life totals high here. I don't want to trade my Dega Disciple. I'll just pass. They can't mana screw me because we have lands of each color. Okay, we have Reckless Assault. Attention, we have Reckless Assault versus the thing. They're going to try to mana screw me to no success. Why are they choosing to play first? Okay, Helionaut. Mercurio, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Jordan. Love to see it. Nice. And one to Strat. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Opponent's going to mana screw me off black. We will use that land, or one of the lands, to produce red. Play a swamp anyway. We do let this kill us. We do give them some equity here, but like this thing should just say game over. The Reckless Assault. How do you beat this? No, they're destroying it? They're tapping too fast. Ah! Okay, that's fine. Yeah, and I think we just pay all of our life, basically. We just pay 8. Well, but I could kick a bog down. That seems pretty good. Maybe, hold on a sec. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. So let's, if I kick a bog down, they go to 1 card. Then we can ping this and then have -2 here to only take 1. I think that's going to be best. Let's go... It's like unreal how hard this stupid game is. Okay, do this and then sack a plains and a swamp. Okay, get some random junk out of there. Kill this. One card in hand. -2 power on your Aurora Griffin, aka gain 2 life. And then we can Voice of All, name white. This deals no damage. And because of the order we sacked and played our lands, we should get to resolve Voice of All here versus the Dream Thrush. Yep. I'm going to pretend that I did that on purpose, but I absolutely did not. Alright, now we resolve this. They have an exclude, or evasive action. It's not ideal, but you know what it is? It is a-okay. We do take some damage here, but all their stuff is dead. Please no Urborg Uprising. Okay, that's, well, not ideal. I think I just pay all the life. Actually, wait a minute. What if I just killed... I want to kill the least number of things that I have to. Oh, but they have Arctic Merfolk in hand, so I can't hobble this. Well, I could. I do draw a card. I don't want to pay very much life right now. I do want to hit red mana. I think I can do this. It does kind of turn my hobble into nothing. Do I want to play around a discard effect? I guess so. Let's kill the Dream Thrush. And pass. I think I'm playing this one okay. Not the last one, though. The last one was very ugly. Now, we're kind of in the spot where they were last game, where it's like they just have to throw their resources at me to try to tax my life total. Okay, that doesn't really matter or do anything, actually. I want to draw Mountain. Planeswalk. Cool. Graceful Antelope over there. And are they just passing? No. Yeah. Okay, that one has to die. There's no question about that. Mountain. Not a mountain. I think I need to cantrip and look for a mountain. I'm just falling too far behind otherwise. They can bounce this with the Arctic Merfolk, that's okay. Manacles, not particularly exciting. I guess I play land. Kill and prevent the draw. I don't think them drawing a card that much, or it matters that much. They... Okay, this is not ideal. This is actually really bad, because they still have Arctic Merfolk in their hand. I have to draw red mana or I'm going to lose. Thank you. Okay. So I think now what do I even do? Trying to figure this out. I can Manacles to kill the Silver Drake. And just take 2 damage. I guess that's what I have to do. Because, like, otherwise I can go Manacles kill the Aurora Griffin. I think I have to kill the Silver Drake. Okay. Take 2. That part obviously sucks. Now they play Arctic Merfolk. Kicked, returning Aurora Griffin. They replay the Griffin. Then I play Meyer Kavu, which bricks the Merfolk, and then we subtract the Aurora Griffin. We're okay. Yeah. I need to play more of this format, which might sound kind of silly, but what I mean is like my brain is just not doing the stuff as well as it needs to. Okay, now we should be safe. If I lose here, it's because I messed up. Or because they have some absurd bomb in their deck. Okay. Uh-oh. Another Silver Drake. Okay, bouncing what? They bounce Arctic Merfolk. Shoot. Now I'm in trouble. Wait a minute. That might save me here. I think that's what I have to do. I think I just give up on my Reckless Assault. Just say it's done its job. Yeah. And then pass? Not allowed to... Well... Yeah, I think I'm not allowed to take any damage here. This is like so ridiculously hard. Every single turn, it's like I'm just being grilled. And I have to play somewhat quickly too, or I'll just time out. Okay, here's the Arctic Merfolk. Okay, I mean that is whatever. I'm not even sure they wanted to do that, frankly. Now they kick the thing and they bounce the Disciple, replay the Disciple, and blah blah blah. Now we finally get to play Hobble. Okay. I think, does Mayurkavu get to attack is the question. Or wait, no, we have to Hobble first. I have to tap correctly. White, black, black. Hobble you. If we draw land, then now we get to play Caldera Kavu. Okay, we're sort of getting somewhere, folks. This has been a ridiculous game. And I messed up like a lot of the stuff in the previous game too. I just kind of lucked into winning that one. I've gotten very lucky here. They keep drawing spells. Samite Elder. That's really bad for me. Well, we have the Goblin Legionnaire. They can turn this blue. Does that change anything? Okay, we have to get aggressive. Red mana? I mean, that's pretty good too. Okay. So we just have to kill this. Black, white, white. Kill you. And then now I'm trying to figure out what kind of... Yeah, I mean, we are drawing pretty well, but they've drawn, like, they've really matched me here. They're not making this easy. So we can't send in the Caldera. We can send in the Myrokabu. They have to triple block to kill it. We trade for their board. That works. Okay. Okay. We're playing this one as tightly as possible to make up for all the other ones that we misplayed. Though, technically, I should have tapped an extra swamp along the way and held up a plains for right now. We'll see if I get punished for that. Phyrexian Rager. Good, but not good enough, I don't think. And they've drawn in 2 spells this turn. Another Disciple. Okay, it's not getting easier, but land. Does that change anything? I don't think so. I guess I can play it. And then I think we get to attack with these 2. It's pretty crazy that we get to attack with multiple things, but I don't believe they're going to have any good blocks here. 6 life should be plenty. We should be all right here. This is a you figure it out kind of spot. You figure it out. I don't want to. This block does not work. Well, yeah, okay, here we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. If you wondered whether we are talking, the answer is yes. The opponent loses the game for this block. Sort of. That's right, to Jordan. We did it. No, they drew something else, and it's at least a few mana. That's bad. Okay, we take it. What do you have? Don't hurt me. No, 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 no. Stop. Okay, that's fine. Oh, baby. This is game 2. Yeah. All right, folks. Clap it up. That is the trophy. My small ass brain did it.